Warning, I, Dan Langs, am going to completely blow your mind during this Minecraft video. So if you enjoy console Minecraft, hit that like button, and subscribe for more block placing awesomeness.
Yo, what's up, guys? It is Dan Lags, and thank you very much for tuning in for episode 3 of the Ultra Modern House Numero Tres Let's Build. And so many numbers, episode 3 of Ultra Modern House 3, and we are trucking along here, guys. And, this series has been doing really great so far, guys, so I really appreciate you guys clicking the like button, and obviously if you guys continue to do that, I'll be forever grateful. We are going to finish, or well, I don't know, we're going to get started here, I guess. We're not going to finish anything, but what I do want to work on in this episode is a pool area. So, got some comments about that. I'm thinking, I was thinking about this, right? And the pool, I'm thinking the pool should be in this area, right? Like above this little river, and I could have like a waterfall flowing off of the pool into the river. It's interesting ideas, right? So we're gonna get started. What I'm thinking, right, is that if this is a wall, okay? So let's just say we just take this down, right? And I love building with clay, it's something that not a lot of people do. Like, I don't really see that many people build with clay, honestly. It's kind of an interesting block because, it depending on what texture pack you're in, if you're on, especially if you're playing on PC, it looks completely different. And, there's a lot of blocks like that. I can give you some examples, like sandstone. Sandstone is, I think, one of the ugliest blocks on the Xbox, right? In the default, at least. Not really on the just like on any Minecraft down to default texture pack. I hate sandstone. Well, I don't hate it because I use it a lot because it's a very it's a highly used block. But sandstone, I just don't like the pattern on it. I don't mind the color. I just don't like the pattern that the default uses. However, if you're using like any of like the good HD texture packs on the PC, like Flows HD or um, Sortex or anything like that, you get the what's it called, the sandstone, and all of a sudden it looks really good. Like for example, Corrales, right? Corrales uses sandstone a lot, right? And it looks fantastic because he uses the Flow HD texture pack just to make it gets like that little different pattern. And personally, see, whenever I play on PC, I use the Flows HD as well. It's my favorite texture pack. And I use sandstone like religiously because it's just like it's such a good looking block. Like I love the pattern on it. It looks so um, I guess like worn out or something like that. It just looks nice. I mean, that's just I don't know, just some Minecraft rambles. So actually, let's probably go back. So basically, I was thinking, right? I'm trying to get this to work, and this pillar is pissing me off because I just don't know what to do with it. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this pillar. Now, I don't really mind it in this room. Like, it looks fine in here. And you know what I don't really like about the interior of this room is just that, this wall is looking kind of odd. So, you know what I'm thinking? What is right here? We have this little space. So I think this could turn into clay. And then, we have, oh, okay, this is connecting to this room as well. So maybe we can just totally forego this whole thing. Well, maybe not all of it because, we have this window here. And this window kind of suffers from the same effect. But, maybe we can just place some... I don't think this wood needs to be here. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. So, if this is snow... It's interesting. We use all these patterns. I hate when two blocks connect to each other like that. So, maybe I'll just go like this. And then I'll just kind of cut this off right here. Little clay wall. This can be clay. This can be gray wool. Alright, that looks okay. And then in here, I need to fix this. So yeah, this is looking really derpy. So let's go ahead and let's make like a little corner wall like that. Okay, alright, that looks nice. I'm happy with that. Alright, so now we have these little two rooms here. So I'm thinking this could be like a little bedroom maybe. And then this over here can be just kind of like a side room or something, some sort of living room thing. And right here, this needs to be coming up. So let's go ahead and just, that can't come out that far. I want to make like a door here that leads out onto the pool deck. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this pool deck but we know we're gonna figure it out. And my initial thought was to make like a big clay wall. I don't want to go too overboard in the clay because clay is best suited as like a support beam kind of block. Like it's not best suited as the focal point of the house. And you know, right now it is looking like it is, you know. So we'll work on it because I don't want it to be like that. And, you know what I'm thinking, right? What if we did something like this? Extended this out. And then we took snow and lined it right here. And we made like a little snow like wall which comes across right here. And then below this there'll be like a window that looks into the pool or something like that. Like I feel like that would be kind of a cool idea. So this is kind of weird here because it's let's try this. Or even maybe not even that, but actually I'm actually kind of cool. No. Actually, you know, that's a tough call because I like the okay, here maybe I'll do this. So I'll make it 2 blocks like that. And then maybe I can break. I don't really want to connect this there. No, you know what? Let's just go like this. Oh, what if I go like that? Interesting, right? Lots of designs. Lots of interesting. Oh, okay. And then maybe I can go like this. So how many blocks is this from this? Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then I can take this down. You know, we're oh, okay. I like that actually. It's kind of weird looking, but I think it looks cool. So what if we brought this down? I feel like that'll ruin it. Let's just. Oh, okay, maybe if we bring this down. Tough call, man. It's tough because everything looks nice like that. All these random shapes, I like that, but it's a tough call on that one, really. All right, let's just do the pool deck first. Let's just get that out of the way. All right, so I'm thinking, you know, we should probably get some swiftness out for this. Not a bad idea. Probably a better idea if I replace this egg in my inventory with a swiftness potion. Trial and error is something that it doesn't really go too well with Let's builds because, you know, when you're in my past 3 Let's builds, you know, I always had a plan in my head before I started. That way, you know, I could work off of the plan and, you know, tweak things as I go, but like I still have like a general plan. I wanted to try something a little bit different on this house and just kind of just totally wing it. Just like go into the house right, just with an empty mind and just see what I can do just by placing the most random blocks. So if we could take this around, right, and then this comes around here. This stretches all the way back around to this side and connects to this wall. See, I actually really like this house so far. The only reason I like it, I feel like this house is just okay, but the only reason I like it is that it's built not in Danville. It's not that I don't like Danville, guys. Don't get that impression. It's just that I don't like the super flat. I mean, back in January when I first loaded up Danville for the first time, long before I started uploading Minecraft YouTube videos, you know, I thought super flat would be a great idea. I was like, all right, cool. I have this like open canvas, you know, I can express my designs and like all my ideas here, you know. Big mistake. Big mistake. So let's just like kind of branch this off a little bit. And I'm thinking we could take a snow wall thing here and take this down to here. You know, make the little wall of snow. It kind of just separates the environment a little bit. And we could fill this in. I love this. I love this. And then even you could go like this. And we could take this down through here to create a pillar of like a support beam. And oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And then now we have this little like, okay, that's actually something I don't like. This is I'm not a fan of that. It looks good from that angle, but not from this angle. So what happens if I got rid of this? Oh, crap. Alright, we got a little bit of a dilemma, but we can fix it. Let's go to sleep first. Let's rest our mind. Our Minecraft mind. Let's rest our Minecraft mind a little bit. Alright, we're back. Got the hard hat on. Got the overalls. We're ready to go. So let's just figure this out, you know? Alright, so if this is the pool area. What happens if we took this all the way down? Like this. But then we got rid of this. All the way around, just get rid of this. And then we take it from this pillar, take it all the way down through here, and connect it to this wall. Like this. Okay, so that's interesting. Because now that solves this dilemma, because we can actually go ahead and just turn this into wood. As well as this. So many options, you know. Alright. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Next question is, this is obviously floating here, and it looks like, what? How is this floating like this? You know, we are going to fix that. But first off, let's actually start adding the pool here. So, you know, so a lot of people do like these like crazy pool designs where it's all like corners and stuff like that. I'm just not a fan of that kind of idea. But I am going to use a little bit of sandstone because, you know, I was just ranting about how ugly sandstone looks. But, you know, if you use the top of it like this, it's very smooth and pretty. So we'll try this out. And I'm thinking this is not going to be a very big pool because we don't have a lot of space. But I'm thinking if we take the pool out to maybe like right here, take it all the way down to the edge. We're gonna try to do some sort of little like pool thing. And if this comes to like here, maybe like here, and comes down, and then like to here, you know, like pool. It looks pretty poolish. So now the question is, will this ruin this entire design if I do some sort of sandstone thing that comes down through here? We'll see. If it ruins it, then it ruins it. We'll just break it. But if it doesn't ruin it, then that's awesome. Okay, so this is gonna be real interesting here. This is gonna change this entire pool deck, either for the better or for the much worse. Let's get down in here, and you know, we need to get this like that. That actually needs to be replaced. You know, subtle things like that all the way down there needs to be replaced. Okay, so does that ruin this pool deck? You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think it does. I'm being sincere right now. I think that ruins the pool deck. So you know what? Forget the infinity pool idea. You know, that's so cliche anyway. So many people do infinity pools. We're gonna go rebellion here, and you know what? We're gonna straight up we're gonna blow your minds right now. Let's just go outside the box. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, I gotta stop spending so much time on this pool and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this house. So if the pool extends to here now, you know, I'm thinking like this pool is tiny, right? It's really not that big. We could extend it. We could make it bigger, but I just don't think it's necessary. I'll fix that water off camera down there. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to waste your time. It's interesting, right? Like, I feel like this pool is got some serious potential to it, you know? Let me go ahead and just make it slightly bigger. And, you know, I'm just filling in the inside of the pool right now because, you know, filling the pool is just placing water. It's a pain in the ass, but I will do the pool. So, okay, so that's interesting. Now, what happens if I did that same design over here? Okay, now this is getting kind of cool. I like that. I like that as the pool. Like it's just a tiny little pool. No, it's not big. It just it works, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and break the inside of the pool here. And guys, tell me if you want me to do a sandstone, because you know I'm not sold on the sandstone pool. Tell me if you guys want me to do a different block. Maybe I'll do snow or clay or something. I don't know. Just to stick with the theme of the house, because you know sandstone is totally defying the theme of the house, so, and that's a problem. All right, cool. So we have like one layer, and now, you know what I'm thinking is, now we extend this, right? One more maybe, and then you know I want to add like my thought in my head for this thing is like I want to add like a little pool window or something like that. You know. I'm not gonna worry about it. No, I'm gonna make it work. Let me just turn this autosave off real quick, guys, so you don't have to deal with that bullcrap. Just turn that interval way up. You know, I keep the autosave on a 45-second or 45-minute interval just so it's, you know, my Xbox freezes a lot, so I don't want to risk losing any work, because I don't think I've ever lost any work, knock on wood. So let's just, you know, let's continue here. So what I'm thinking, right? There's gonna be some sort of window or something. So let's just bring this down here. Just bear with me, guys. We'll figure this out. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I feel like then this can come like right here. All right. Interesting. I feel like this can come right. I feel like this can start to connect into the water. So let's just bring this all the way down. You know, it'd be totally Inception. Like have like a window that from like looks. If you like go down into the pool, like you have a window that's underneath the water of the river. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to get into that. That's just gonna confuse the hell out of me. So let's just take this down, right? This was something I was trying to avoid. And, you know, we can always tweak the pool. If it doesn't look good, you know, we can always tweak it. But what do you think about that? See, I don't like that. I don't like it. I thought it looked better kind of with like that curvature. See, I don't like, this is the part I don't like over here. Let's just get rid of this. And you know what I'm thinking? We're not even gonna bother with this just silly window, you know. It's just not necessary. Alright, so let's go ahead and I think what I'm gonna do is go like this. And then I'm just gonna continue this little pattern. So then it will come in one more. And then bring it across. Just connect this down into the water here as well. Alright. Interesting, right? You know, it's starting to take shape. Looks kind of weird. But, you know, I feel like this will look cool. So let's go ahead and do it from this side as well. So if I did it, what did I do over here? So 2. So if this wraps around to here, so this is 2. So that's already good. So this needs to come down from here too. Like that. And then this needs to wrap around and connect down here. This is gonna be so cool. Hopefully. Okay. This needs to wrap around and connect. Just trying to make, like, you know, a shape that doesn't look symmetrical. You know, that's just what we're gonna try to do here. that comes down to there. This also connects up to here. And this thing goes like that. So what do you think about that, guys? If we look at it from this angle, you know, that's kind of cool. It's not exactly symmetrical, but like, I think it looks kind of cool. So then we could go ahead and go like this. Start to cut this off a little bit. And you know, this is totally random, so you know, we're gonna just see, that's what the problem. Now we have a problem. Or maybe I'll just, you know what? Maybe I'll just go like this then. Now, does that ruin the whole thing with that weird design at the bottom? I don't know. Does it? I don't even know if I like that design at all, like even any of it. It's a tough call, really. I feel like it looks cool, but I feel like it's just because it's not symmetrical, it kind of ruins it, you know? It's interesting, you know? It's very interesting. Maybe I'll tweak it a little bit off camera. And then you're like, no, don't, no, Dan, stop. Don't do anything off camera. Relax. We got this. I just don't want to waste any of your time just like spending like an hour on the pool, because you know my goal is to get this done before TU12 comes out, and I know that's probably not going to happen, but I feel like it would look cool. I was thinking about this, you know, because everyone's saying, oh, TU12 is probably going to come out next Friday, which I'm actually on board with that rumor, because you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to put it into Microsoft certification testing within the next. I mean, I don't know, like if they haven't done it already, they're gonna put it in like within the next day or two. So I'm thinking, you know, it's an interesting thing. You know, it's all speculation, and people make videos about it. You know, that's cool and all. You know, make your videos, and that's awesome, dude. Like I love how people do like the news videos, and it keeps everyone up to date. And I watch the news videos and stuff that like Big B Stats and like those guys put up, and you know, like those are really like interesting because it's interesting bouncing ideas off of people, because you know 4J has been very cryptic about this whole thing on Twitter, and guys, if you don't follow 4J on Twitter, you should, because that's where you get all your news for this. Like, don't listen to any rumors. It's speculation to speculation. You know, if you want the real facts about when this thing is going to come out, just follow 4J Studios on Twitter. That's all I gotta say. You know, I've been you know, just trying to, you know, trying to brainstorm some new ideas when TU12 does come out, because you know I want to try to provide some cool stuff when TU12 does in fact come out. So that way you guys, you know, I don't want to let you guys down when it comes out. I want to make sure I have some cool stuff, both in the creative aspect and, you know, like the regular aspect. I mean, I am interested in joining, or kind of like getting into like the Hunger Games scene, you know, because you know I really am not very good at Hunger Games, and it's something that I kind of interested in like learning how to play and like getting good at, because you know I'm just not very good at it. Like it's not that I'm not good at it, it's just I'm inexperienced. I've only played it like 3 times in my whole life. So I'm thinking I'm gonna fill this pool in, right? We're gonna see how it looks. Once I fill this pool in, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode. I'll come back at you guys with episode 4. I'm gonna finish this pool deck in episode 4 and start working towards the back of the house. This pool deck was a big time trial and error thing, so you know I didn't expect it to take this long to do it. So it's all good though. I mean, I should always expect that it's going to take me longer to do something than I think, because you know, it always does that. So there we go. We have our little pool. This thing is looking kind of derpy. We'll fix this. Or I like the idea of it, but I think it is looking pretty derpy. So we're gonna work with that. And that's pretty much it, guys. So it has been Dan Lags. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you click that like button if you did enjoy it. That's obviously awesome. Huge help to my channel, and it helps more people find the videos and stuff like that. So you know, the whole cliche thing. And that is pretty much it, guys. So, you know, we're going to work towards episode 4. I'm going to think of some new ideas for this house off camera, and I'm actually really happy with the way it's looking so far. Again, thanks for the feedback, guys. Make sure you continue to leave your feedback in the comment section on this video and on the future videos. So, it has been your friendly neighborhood Dan Lags, and I am not even in the neighborhood right now. I'm in the middle of nowhere. this new seed. And by the way, seed number is in the description. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I will talk to you guys on episode 4. Peace out.